Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Turnbuckle Studios proudly brings to you its gaming and entertainment news of the week with your host and tag team partners. He's Bubba Duke, I'm OMD, and welcome to the Boar's Nest, where once again we are joined by our friend and now yours, the Bulkster, live from the Window Lickers.
Fuck
Thanks,
yeah,
guys.
Bulkster. I know it's been a day, a whole 24 freaking hours. How you doing now, my friend?
Doing okay. Got like a little bit of a stomach something. Must have ate something bad or something. So other than that, I'm feeling good.
Are you excited to be here again tonight in the Boar's Nest?
Yeah, I had to take a nap because this is a late night show.
It is a late night show for us. It's a whole like hour and 20 minutes later than what we normally do. But that being said, it had to be done that way because I have a gorgeous young lady sleeping here tonight for the weekend. Actually, she's going to be here tomorrow night as well. She will not be here Sunday night because she will be home before WrestleMania starts the second night. But I thought I would do something special with my little girl and watch a WrestleMania with her because she's always asking, Daddy, what's this thing that you used to do? And you got hurt doing it. What was that, Daddy? What was that? Then I'm like, okay, well, listen, this weekend's WrestleMania, my girl. You're going to find out.
Yeah.
And she wanted to watch. Show me what wrestling is, Daddy. So I don't know if you remember Monday Night Raw when my boy Ricochet threw Ivar over his head.
Yep.
My kid's jaw hit the floor. It's like,
Nice.
Daddy, that little guy just threw the big dude.
And our good friend Mr. Best back here joining us. So
yes.
Before we go any further with the rundown for night 2,
yes,
I did get some breaking news a little while ago. The nights of Friday night, April 28th, and Monday night, May 1st, the WWE Draft.
Oh. So that's like
the
a
end
month
of the
after
month.
WrestleMania.
About 3 weeks.
Okay. That gives them enough time to get some things started with anybody that's got to get moved and set things up to where they want it. Okay.
And also we're seeing some too. We are seeing some stuff play out too.
Okay.
For the card subject to change for WrestleMania here this weekend, and as I am watching SmackDown right now.
Yeah, I didn't even turn it on because I can't get distracted. But that is the thing that is the biggest quote or whatever you want to call it in wrestling is card subject to change. Like, I've showed up for matches and the booker was like, listen, this guy is here. And I'm like, hey, I'll go out. I'll mess around in the match. And he can, take me out and do his thing.
Yep.
Like, when I was wrestling, I didn't have a problem being that guy that would take the back stage part, basically, as I called it, to somebody that is selling tickets more than I was. You know what I mean? Like, I have no issue with that.
Yeah. That's how you do business right.
And that's probably why I did a lot of the stuff I did, was because when they booked me, they knew I was giving my 110. Like, I would literally put my body on the line. Literally every time that the booker was like, listen, we need something huge to happen tonight. Dude backed out on us. That was supposed to be, our main attraction. So I would go out there and put on the craziest ECW hardcore match kind of thing you would ever see. It was more GCW, I guess, because we did use light tubes and that kind of thing.
Right.
Mr. Parrish, the head parachuter himself, in the house saying, "Hey, boys, Parrish, thank you for showing up, my friend. We're just getting things rolling here. I was just going to ask OMD how his day since yesterday's been going, but yeah, we know you've had a great last 24 hours.
Yes.
Let's just say OMD got his tax return back, and brother needs help getting a bike on the road, my friend.
I'm still waiting on it to
I
get
know.
deposited, but I know what's coming.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing you.
Before we went live about card being subject to change, before we went live and while you were busy, Bubba,
Yes.
OMD was telling me something on SmackDown that even, and this is going to reflect our first match of the evening
Oh, okay.
of tonight that we have. Because now
Yes.
it's going to be like, what if this match stayed the same? Because right now we found out that Dragon Lee is now out of the match.
Whoa.
And Andrade is taking his spot with Ray.
Whoa. How? Okay. Timeout. Before we get started, how did that happen? Because
I'll let OMD tell you. He's watched
They
it.
showed Dragon Lee down on the ground, clutching his shoulder, hurt. His boy Carlito calling for help. We all know what happened there. This was as Zelina Vega was getting ready to take on Elektra Lopez in a women's match.
so we had backstage shenanigans
We did.
going on while said women were starting their match.
And both, well, no, because even during this happened before, because then
Okay.
as Elektra Lopez with Legado del Fantasma made her entrance,
Okay.
out came Dom, who's teaming with Santos,
Yes.
with Andrade. And that lasted for the match. And then after the match, Andrade tossed every member of Legado out of the ring and celebrated with Zelina and Ray.
Wow. So
Cut.
he okay.
Cut a few minutes later in the locker room, a ref goes up to Ray. Dragon Lee cannot compete. Andrade comes in, shakes Ray's hand, hugs him, and Andrade has taken the spot.
Wow. Now, was that Dirty Dom taking out Dad's tag team partner, hoping that he couldn't find anybody?
That's what they'll try and have you believe, but the way they did it, it was the basic setup. The guy who did it was right there, and it's going to be Carlito took him out because Carlito wasn't named the partner.
That is right. You saying that Carlito, you thought Carlito was our turn heel.
So Carlito's turning on the
Yeah.
LWO. Okay. I mean, doesn't surprise me because his character generally is solo because of the attitude that he has that, hey, if you're not cool, I spit apple in your face.
Yep.
So
Chris Best
yeah,
saying he's not changing the intro video he made for tomorrow night.
don't.
Not at
'Cause
all.
that just makes shit way cooler.
Exactly.
Honestly.
But guys, I'm going to let you get this
Yeah,
first
I was
match
gonna
on the
say.
road. I've got to go hit OMD's patented locker room visit and a backstage interview.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Turn off your camera. Leave your audio on, please. We're gonna get that going, gentlemen. We're gonna turn off our videos. Sorry, everybody. We do this just so the video runs clearer, is all. So let's get that started. Bulkster, what match are we seeing first? Again, just to give everybody a.
The first match is when I was thinking of what match would start. I booked it the way I thought. Well, maybe this is what they'll do. So I booked it as this. This is the pre-show of night 2, and I started out with Dom, which, and somehow in my universe he was still the North American champion, so he came out with the North American title. But
That's
regardless,
cool.
I have Dom and at the time, oh no, this is Dom and Santos versus Dragon Lee and Ray. And
Yes.
each member of Legado are on the outside and all. So both members of
Ooh,
LWO are on the other side, outside.
okay. That's interesting to have both factions have all their guys out there. That's cool. Why not? As
Yeah,
long as it doesn't get out of hand, I'm okay with that. But if it starts getting out of hand, then it's like, what's the point?
yeah.
You might as well just had faction against faction. Ooh, that was a 2 count right off the hop. And there goes Ray taking out Dom's
Santos.
partner. Yeah. I'm kind of bummed out that Dragon Lee is not going to be on the card because I'll be honest, I've not seen this gentleman wrestle in WWE. I do know that he is a fantastic wrestler. I just
Yeah, I
wanted to
love.
see him within WWE.
Yeah, he is very. Oh, look at this. Oh,
Wow, what a move! That was epic.
but no, I
That
think
was cool.
Mania is going to be very exciting. I did see somebody post the card, and I guess I was
Yes.
way off. I mean, I had a few matches that matched up, but my night 2 did
No,
not.
you know what though? That was the point. The point was JJ coming in saying that it does run a lot smoother without the cameras. Yeah, just because it's not taking up so much bandwidth, which we know now, and we can change all these Chris Parrish things to the Boar's Nest and window lickers for next time. No big deal. We'll figure it out. But thanks for showing up, JJ. If you want to jump in, bro, by all means, hit that link. Come on in. We have a spot. We have 2 spots actually open, but I'm hoping you come in, give some commentary, or just sit in the chat. Whatever you want to do, my friend, is perfectly fine by me. I'm really. This is the one match I am looking forward to. Because I've kind of been a Rey Mysterio guy for a long time. Even back in the days when he wasn't wearing his mask, I liked it. And I'm kind of becoming a Dominic Mysterio guy, to be honest. He's been stepping up his game, so it's been pretty good for me. Anyway, what's your thoughts? Who's your favorite guy in here, Terry? Right now, in this?
Dom's growing on me. I just think he has a great future, great attitude, great
Mm-hmm.
everything about him is just he has charisma.
Yeah, he's definitely yeah. Like I said, he's growing on me as well. Um, because everybody just hates this kid. Like he doesn't even have a mic in his hand, and he's being booed out of the building pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't. I know because I played a heel. You can't just force people to feel that. Like
Yeah,
especially that aggressive. Like I'm sure if some people could jump the barrier and just beat the crap out of Dom, they would
it's to the
because
fact
they
that
despise him that much.
it's like the
Go ahead.
audience are part of the thing.
It
Like
is
you're part of the show
100%.
now.
100%. And that's wrestling should be that. You should be getting reactions out of the crowd and that kind of stuff. And you can even ask OMD and Carl. When I go to a wrestling like a live wrestling match, unless it really intrigues my interest, I'm not jumping up and screaming and making any noise. I'll sit there and watch it and be like, yeah, no, it was a good match, but it wasn't a great match. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Like,
But you get my boy's head into your boot.
oh, well, he deserved it. Oh, we did a count out?
Yeah,
Is
count
that how
out.
that ended?
Yep, that's how it ended.
What? So
I was like, when I
Mysterio
was watching this
wins.
live,
Ray wins.
I was watching this live. I was like, well, I don't think that's going to happen, but that would be a weird way to end a.
No, but here's the thing, though. Does that make this become that one-on-one? You never truly beat me, Dad, because guess what? It was a count out, not a
Yeah,
clean, not a clean win. Is that kind of where that would go? You think?
yeah. I think that would be. They would definitely have a rematch,
You
probably
would
on the next SmackDown of some kind. They could be a faction versus faction for all matters.
But why doesn't that continue over into the next pay-per-view of Backlash,
It
WrestleMania
could.
Backlash?
I mean, it could.
it could. I don't see it being a backlash match
Okay.
because I think tomorrow night we'll find out whether it was Carlito or not. But I do think we're going to get the match because Ray had that clean win over Dom last year
Yes. No, I
at
know that. I
Mania.
remember that. Yeah.
But I think this could lead to that third match at SummerSlam, where
Whoa.
let's say
Yeah.
Ray is looking to ride off into the sunset and puts his mask on the line.
Ooh.
Yeah, could.
Ooh. Now, here's my before we go to the next, I want to elaborate on this whole Rey Mysterio thing for a minute. Do we see Rey Mysterio at some point obviously giving up his mask? Pardon me.
I don't think he
And
will.
I mean, like when he completely retires, obviously he's putting the mask up. He's never gonna wear it again. He'll probably never be Rey Mysterio Jr. again, period, or Rey Mysterio. Do we at some point see Dom at some point picking up that mask and trying to continue that legacy of the Mysterio, the Rey Mysterio,
No,
or is
No.
it completely done when the old man's done?
I think it's done when Ray is done.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
Um,
agree.
okay,
Dom will win the match and take the mask,
and that'll be
but it
the
will
end of Rey.
be a symbolic thing, like whether Dom's heel or face, he'll come out to the ring with it. Much like Andrade does in his entrance now, where he comes out with the mask, but when he left Mexico, he lost a loser.
Yeah,
Loser loses their mask.
yeah,
So I think that's what will happen because Dominic has already, and in Ray's own words, stepped out of the shadow
oh,
and
100%.
forged his own identity, forged his own.
Okay,
And you have to. And Dom is. He doesn't really fit the. He's not really doing luchador stuff, lucha stuff.
yeah, I guess that would kind of make it. No, I guess yeah. If you were going to continue the old man's legacy, you would have come out with a mask, and then Ray just says and hands it over to the new guy, quote unquote, new guy, to continue
Because
the legacy. Okay, yeah, no,
Ray,
okay,
I think that's going to be sort of reserved maybe for a Dragon Lee who wears the mask, has
already,
been quoted as the future of Lucha.
yeah.
So
So if you want to pick that torch up, kid, here's your opportunity to pick up the torch of Rey Mysterio and become.
I could even see it being Dragon Lee versus Ray, mask versus mask.
There you go. That could work too. All right, let's get. Thank you for elaborating with me and just kind of playing that little game there because I had to play it in my head how that would work, and the more I talked about it, the more I was like, no, Dom doesn't really fit that.
No,
Yes, he's the Mexican wrestler, but he's not a lucha Mexican wrestler. He's just yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's get into match number 2, which would be match number 1 on the main event, the main
yeah,
night show.
yeah.
Who do we have, Mister Promoter? Who is in this match?
Uh, I think I
Do you remember?
put K. I think I put
Yep.
the
Yep.
triple threat up next. I
Yes,
figured.
you did.
I always know. I figure you need to start the show off strong. That's why
Okay.
the last week, yesterday I did the ladder match. This one I was like, I think the IC title or US title would be a good opening act to start
Okay, well, let's
to
get
get
into it.
butts lit on fire out in the stadium.
Just to kind of get that heat going, get the fire flying. I don't think you did wrong here, to be honest. I think this was, like you said, the perfect match to put at the start of the night. Because why would you not want to put Randy Orton to start the show? And let alone KO and unfortunately the US title holder. Not going to mention his name because I can't stand him. I hope he gets his keister handed to him in this match, to be honest.
Right.
I would like to see him take consecutive back to back the stunner from KO, boom, and then right after get hit with an RKO back to back, boom, boom, and then he's out. Powder out, you're done for the night. Goodbye.
I guess they also had an earthquake today over in that side of the United States.
Yes, apparently in the New York area.
Yeah,
Really?
but they said that they felt it in Philadelphia a little bit.
Wow.
I was just thinking maybe it was all the planes and all of the people descending upon Philadelphia and Pennsylvania for the weekend.
Well, that and all the people going there for this apparent doomsday eclipse.
I guess it was a 4.8 earthquake. I don't know what sizes are, so I don't know. Well, it was a 4.8.
4.8, that's almost a 5. And the highest you can get's a 10.
Okay.
So that's right in the middle pretty well. Wow, that's pretty impressive for the Eastern Seaboard. Sorry, I didn't mean to go back that far, but I didn't want to miss the beginning. And I love this little bit here with the title.
They
They
do
do
a
that, so
great
I try to get
job
it in
of
there.
making it feel like you're watching an episode, or
Yeah.
like I said, when you're playing the game, you feel like you're a part of the show. I mean, I know TK has made sports games like crazy, but they've really captured WWE in these games,
Yeah.
and they get better and better.
The resolution, like the realism, is this game from the first one I played was pixelated and all that kind of fun stuff. This one, if you're really just kind of not paying attention but paying attention to what's going on, you could mistake this for like a live show.
Yep.
Right.
Like I said, I
If you
found
didn't
out.
have all the extra stuff in there, you could.
Yep. Next time I'll be able to. I found out that if I hit, because up in the top left you could see where it says UI or something like that,
Mhm.
and I could toggle it. Well, I found out if I click on there and then it gave me like the different buttons, what it does, like as in camera angles and stuff. I just kind of kept it the
Okay.
same or had it do it automatic, but I can actually just like do R3 or L3. I think that's the same as Xbox. They have R3 and L3.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
But if I hit L3, that eliminates everything that's on the screen and just has like the T. Like basically, you wouldn't have no UI. You would just have the match.
Huh.
You wouldn't
So you
have
could
like
technically just put this on a static camera that we always see and just leave it there and let the match play if you wanted.
Well, like I said, that's what it's doing now. I mean, it's basically just doing its own.
Mhm.
I'm just saying you wouldn't see. I could have it if I hit L3. I could actually eliminated all 3 health bars. Anything that
Oh,
would
you could
pop
take all
up
that
above
extra stuff. Okay.
if any of like the meters that would come up on the uh, wrestlers above the wrestlers, that wouldn't
Yeah.
be showing.
Okay.
So when they would get, you wouldn't really tell when they were getting stunned.
Okay, and I just got the official graphic up on my TV screen. It will be Rey and Andrade versus Dom and Santos tomorrow night.
That'll be a good match.
And Andrade's turned his back on Dom and them guys as well, right? Or is he still buddy with Dom and all them guys?
Dom is teaming with Santos Escobar, so it's not.
No, I know, but throughout the last couple weeks, we've seen Andrade and Dom and all those guys kind of hanging out, talking, and
I'll talk about joining the Judgment Day.
Yeah, no. Now that Andrade did that, he's not going to be doing the Judgment Day thing.
Okay, so he's turned his back on Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to pin KO there. Again,
Randy Orton finding a weapon.
Yeah, I was just going to say Randy Orton is kind of playing his character to a T in this game. Kind of just slithering around the ring, waiting for his opportunities to strike. Very, Randy Orton-esque. KO's knocked out right there. Now he's back up. That's what I was thinking too, Chris. Maybe he's going to turn his back on Ray, and it's just a ploy. Like, that's kind of where I was going with it. And
it could be, but I don't think so. I think Andrade wants a good, solid face run for a while. Because we haven't really seen him ever in that role, and he hasn't really had any matches. I mean, I think one, maybe two since returning, not counting the Rumble.
Yeah, no, it's been two.
And that could turn into an Andrade versus Santos feud, which would be pretty good.
Ooh, depends on who goes where in the draft.
Again, I was just going to say we got that.
They would have the match before then, though. We have 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that draft is going to be the key player in all of this after WrestleMania stuff.
Didn't they last draft? Didn't they say when you draft a group, they all go? They didn't split them up.
Yes.
They'll probably do that again. They probably won't do they'll probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't see them not doing that again because that was really cool.
I think Jay and Jimmy will be switched to different brands. I think we'll see Jimmy on or Jay will be go to SmackDown and Jimmy will go to Raw. Well,
I don't.
The Bloodline would have to go to Raw.
I think they're gonna stay. I think you'll see them both on the same brand. They can either continue the feud or they can sort of be like, okay, dude, we had our match. And yeah, let's just do our thing. If the time comes, we're there.
I personally would not want to see them back together for a while.
No, exactly. I mean, you need at least.
You need to have a reason.
I'll say SummerSlam at the earliest.
What has to happen is one of the brothers needs to get.
I thought that was going to be a pin. Sorry, guys. I'm getting into this match right now. This is another match I want.
It'll be a situation where one of the brothers ends up being a massive feud with somebody that is really relentless. Kind of like how The Rock was with Cody, and one brother feels bad for him and actually comes out for the save.
Yeah.
That would start the feud over again, yeah. Especially if it was like Jay coming to save Jimmy, because Jimmy thinks he's better than Jay. And it'll be like, I didn't need you to save me, I never do, and you just cost me, blah, 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 and then they get back into it.
Oh, stunner.
Oh, that was a good stunner, too. And she's in the wrong spot as the ref, too. Oh, he kicked out. This is another match I want to see because I like KO and I like Randy Orton. But the guy holding the title, he doesn't even need to be in the ring as far as I'm concerned.
Randy just slithers her outside the ring, just kind of like
Right?
waiting.
You like that too, right?
Oh,
vintage Orton, come on, drop him on his head. Oh, he's just holding it too. I love that. The first time I seen Randy pull that move off, I lost my mind. Oh, damn! Did you see that? The RKO out of nowhere. Oh, that was a good DDT. Which, by the way, was my finisher.
Nice.
Yeah, I called it the holler.
Right.
You know, the backwoods
Yeah.
gullies and stuff. They call them hollers. That was my holler.
Nice.
And I did it just like Jake the Snake. I tapped the dude on the back and put myself, you know. Well, we got a run in, ladies and jelly beans, boys and ghouls, chiclets of all ages. We got the parachuter himself in here, Chris Parrish. How's it going, my friend?
He's muted still.
I know he is. What a match. Did you catch that?
My finisher, I had a choice between two, although they were both the same. One was an F5, but into a neck breaker.
Oh, shit.
And the other one was the RKO, but reverse, so into a neck breaker.
Nice.
So
do we think Randy Orton's really going to pull that off?
Like, I do not.
No, but it would be an interesting where they would go from that. And
Bubba Duke will not like my pick for that match tomorrow night.
Oh, I know he's probably going to retain because I will admit the dude's doing a lot for that title. I get it. It's a personal thing. I don't like the guy. Okay, let's go to here. All right, we're jumping into the next match.
Okay.
Which is the title match for the women's title. Right there. There you go. That was a good time to jump in.
Rhea versus Becky Lynch.
This is the match that is apparently going to be opening tomorrow night.
That's going to be interesting.
Oh, really? Yeah, interesting. Again, I really like the design of these women's titles. That looks just like the men's, but a white. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's better than, like I said, a stupid colored strap with a butterfly or the stupid women's title from back in the day. It gives me that expectation that these women that are wrestling can wrestle, number one, keep you entertained, number two, and they're going to give it their all. That was a crazy spear looking thing. Holy. It just makes them look more like professional wrestlers and not divas, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
And again, that's got to be Tripp's idea because, you know, the other dude couldn't have a great idea like that.
Got that right.
Whoa! Holy bananas, Batman.
Ever seen Rhea do that?
No. I have never seen Rhea do that.
Over a top rope plancha or whatever you want to call it.
I don't even care. You call that a suicide dive, whatever. I don't care. That was crazy, dude. Oh, that's a good way to break your fingers. Along with your elbow. Holy. I'm not sure if Chris Best is having issues with his mic or anything, but we'll leave him up there till he decides he's trying to fix things. I don't know what's going on. But thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. I think this match it's going to be yeah, it's going to be main event quality at the beginning. To
Yeah,
be
I'm
honest,
excited. Like I said, I'm going to be hopefully joining you guys for the
that'd be
watch
cool.
along, and
For the patrol,
I'll
The
as
PLE
usual,
Patrol, yes. Be
PLE
fantastic
patrol.
to have you.
and
Yeah, dude,
I mean,
you're family now,
of
so
Yeah,
course I'll have my cousin sitting at my other couch watching it,
that's
so I might occasionally have to I'll converse with him a little bit, but
not a problem.
he
that's
he's
He's more
fine.
pretty
than he's more than welcome to join as well.
he's pretty quiet guy. He he'll fall asleep during it, and I'll have to make a joke. I'll be like, "Oh, he fell asleep. Fair, this is a sleeper hit."
Dude, we would razz that poor guy so hard.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife's gonna think she's going to go play bingo at noon, or no, 11, and then she'll get back around 3, and then she's gonna make us some homemade pizzas.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, can she ship
We
a
went
couple
to
this way?
we went to the store and we got some pizza crust. She's gonna make a chicken bacon ranch pizza, and then some regular
I thought you were gonna say chicken parm,
chicken palm, chicken
palm
palm
pizza,
pizza.
chicken palm pizza. Oh, what did I just hit? I'll mess things up over here.
Are they gonna get counted out?
Don't end it that way. That'd be so stupid, especially in this match.
Well, I will be fair because this is how I have. Well, I have Rhea retaining Whip via a DQ.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. You know
Oh,
what though?
you think
Wouldn't
Liv
surprise
or
me.
somebody's gonna interfere?
I have
No,
Rhea
I think
actually do it, trying to pull the Eddie Guerrero lie, cheat, and steal. So Rhea gets disqualified, so she'll retain the title. Becky wins the match.
you know what I was thinking though. I was thinking because Becky is kind of on the edge of insanity right now to beat Rhea, that she's going to do something she normally wouldn't, and it's going to cost her the match. Like she's going to step outside the rules and get caught and be disqualified. Blah blah blah.
You can handle slam.
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
Is Becky will win the match, Rhea retains the belt. So that then you can set up that feud going forward, and then you'll get Becky doing a tables match or a last woman standing or anything goes.
anything to win that title.
Yeah.
Okay. Too close to the ropes there. Oh, put your hand up, grab the rope. Or kick out, whatever works. Wow. So you heard that this is going to be match 1, night 1?
Yep.
Wow, dude, I would have saved this for night 2.
They've both asked for it though.
They wanted to kick off WrestleMania. Okay, yeah. Hey, it's not too often you get wrestlers begging for certain spots, really.
Right?
They're just happy to be on the damn card half the time. But I guess Becky kind of has earned that right to make such requests. And I mean, Rhea's the champion, so she's definitely earned that right.
Yep.
I as a male superstar, okay, let's just hypotheticals here while we're watching this. How the hell are you gonna feel if you gotta come on right after this match? Because plain and simple, these two women are gonna knock it out of the ballpark.
Absolutely.
Like, how the hell do you come on after that?
You have to step up your game because you have to then keep the momentum going.
Right? Like,
if you're coming out of the gates this hot,
yeah,
then
you're setting the standard. Yeah. Like, listen, boys, you gotta be able to outdo these two women that are literally gonna light the place on fire the minute their music hits. 2. Is that 3? Oh, 2.
No.
It's hard to count because the ref does weird shit before the number comes up. Oof. Well, all I can say is to everybody else on the card on night 1, good fucking luck trying to hold yourself up to this match.
And you figure night 1, you start with this and then you end with that tag match.
Right? Like, dude. Talk about setting the standard high.
Like I said, I'm excited for the special slots. Like the special, like if they have Stone Cold come out, if they have to do something with Taker. I like those kind of surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. I agree. Like, oh, come on. I agree with you, Terry, that half the fun in WrestleMania is just seeing who is going to show up that hasn't been around for a couple years. Or, I mean, Taker could literally walk out, walk back in, and he's getting the same pop. Like,
yeah.
Because he's the Taker.
Yeah, but you'll see the American Badass. He's already said that the dead man is now.
Yeah.
No, yeah. No. I get that. But still.
And yeah.
It doesn't matter
still,
what persona.
It's the Undertaker.
And this has Becky Lynch coming out as
Becky
the
Lynch
champion.
just won.
Interesting.
Wow, dude.
And there was a lot of times
that coming.
On night 2 of the simulation, I was like, wow, they really went. They went like, wow, what if that would be interesting?
I love Becky Lynch. She's a great wrestler. I just didn't see that coming. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna love this next match. I don't care who you are. If you don't like this match, you're crazy. So our next match is AJ Styles taking on LA Knight.
Yeah.
Who's winning this one? OMD. What's your pick? Who's your pick?
I've got AJ.
Okay.
Oh man.
Terry?
Going against my best bud, LA Knight.
I love LA Knight, and I think that this match will truly have an impact on the show.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. The play on words. Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't change this to a no DQ match.
If they did, AJ wins hands down.
Well, not necessarily.
But I'm picking AJ for the simple fact that when it comes down to it, he's just got more in his back pocket per se to use to win the match. Just because he's got that more experience than LA Knight does. He's been around the board. But yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of respect for both these gentlemen. Really, to be
Yep.
honest. I'm not going to be upset if LA Knight wins. I am not going to be upset if AJ Styles wins. I think either way, the fans get a great match because these two guys can wrestle the best of them. Yeah, it's going to be a great match either way. So
It is.
I'm not concerned who wins or loses this match because it doesn't hurt either guy.
Yes.
Really, when it comes down to it. Who? What?
It was like an interesting move. I've never seen LA Knight do this, but it's kind of like where you have him up for a power slam, but instead of slamming him forward, you just kind of launch him up and he lands behind you.
Right. I am now flipping over to the WWE Network as it is time for
The Hall of
Yes.
Fame.
the Hall of
The
Fame.
Hall of Fame. I'm not really
So-
interested in watching it because they really disappointed me when they said that Roman Reigns was going to induct Paul Heyman. That bothered me a little bit.
I'm okay with it. I mean, I would love to have seen an ECW legend do it as well, but I understand why Roman's doing it.
Well, it's just because he's the tribal chief and blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. Even if he did do it and they said there was going to be special guests to give, like honorable mentions and tributes, I'd have been okay with that. Bring out a couple of the ECW guys or shit, even have Taker come out and say, hey, listen, if it wasn't for this guy right here, you wouldn't
Right.
have The Undertaker. You would have, I wouldn't even have been in wrestling, blah, blah,
Yep.
blah. Thank you, Paul Heyman, for what you did for my career. And then walk out.
Yep.
Have somebody else come in. You know what would have been really cool? Having, God bless his soul, if he was still alive, Dusty Rhodes come out
Yep.
and be like, listen, if it wasn't for this guy, you wouldn't have had the last little bit with me being a wrestler, like.
Yeah.
And there's so many people we could name to induct.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
great Paul Heyman, but
I'm hoping LA Knight gets a U.S. or IC title run sometime, or
yeah,
face for the world title, face Cody Rhodes, or
Yeah.
if Cody wins.
I think right at this point he's one of those guys that if he could get one of those title runs, cool. But if he doesn't, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'm going somewhere where I can. Because I just feel like he's not really being used too well right now. But again, he's on SmackDown, and I really don't watch SmackDown that much. So I really don't know what they're doing with him over there. As far as a push, you know what I mean?
Well, this is why I've said going into this match, they've really dropped the ball with these two. I mean, this story has been running since really it got started, I guess, going to the last Saudi Arabia show when AJ was taken out by the Bloodline and LA teamed with John Cena.
Oh,
But
wow.
then AJ sort of when he came back from his injuries, and it was like, you stepped over my dead body, and then you went halfway around the world to cost me a title. And
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, did you
Jesus,
just
that was
see
a
that?
close 2 count. That was crazy.
okay, I just
Did-
saw Keith Lee at
Yeah,
the Hall
I
of
was going to
Fame,
ask if you've seen that.
and he just
But-
walked by as CM Punk was doing the interview.
Yeah,
But
I
then
think
again, now
he's here
they're
with
about
Mia Yim though. Ain't they married?
they is married.
Okay.
It is married. Mm-hmm. Oh,
As
nice
they
move,
are-
AJ.
as
I
they
would
are
like
now
to see
actually
Keith Lee back
interviewing.
in WWE.
Keith Lee is not the only non-WWE guy there.
No.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of non-WWE guys there.
Yeah.
Oh, Parrish joins us finally.
I haven't been muted for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. He's just been waiting for his opportunity, like a true
I was actually
professional.
waiting. I was waiting to see if anybody noticed.
Oh, I did. I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, we've just sort of waited for you to jump in and offer your thoughts.
Nah, I was packing my gear bag.
Oh!
Right.
LA Knights wins the match, boys.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's
okay.
what I expected. Because
That-
he will win.
that's
He will
cool.
win
Yeah, that'd
at
be
Mania.
I think he needs to be he's the Mania guy. He's gonna win Mania. He didn't win
He
last year.
needs to.
He needs to win this year.
He wasn't
Yeah.
on the card last year.
Yeah, he was. Didn't he face Bray?
Nope.
No, last year Ray faced Dom.
That was at the Rumble. I know because I was there.
Oh,
Yep, I was watching that.
I thought Mania was that one crazy match they did.
Bobby Lashley and Bray were supposed to be the match of Mania, and so last year at Mania was kind of when LA Knight's kind of popularity started to really gain some momentum because he was doing the whole WrestleMania can't go into Hollywood without LA Knight because it was in LA, right? So that's kind of the whole thing.
All right, gents, we ready for the next match? Are
No.
you ready? Well, too bad we're going to it. It would be Seth freaking Rollins against my boy Drew McIntyre.
All right. Okay, we
I
gotta
wonder
cut.
if
We gotta cut through the intros.
It
I
is
bet
cut through.
Keith Lee is gonna get harassed at AEW for being on the camera.
Probably not.
He'll probably not be used. Oh wait, so he's not being used now.
He's injured.
Oh he is.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
he
okay.
had like double knee surgery.
So
Oh,
did you guys hear about the commentary team for WrestleMania?
Yes, I did.
No.
nope.
Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, and Corey Graves will do the entirety. Wade Barrett will not be involved in the show.
Whoa.
That sucks.
Why? That's so harsh. What's wrong with Wade Barrett?
Why is it harsh? You don't know the reason why he's not there.
No, that's
Okay.
true.
Why is he
Shayna
not there?
Blazer's dressed like a vampire.
I'm sure, Mr. Parrish, that you've heard that they announced the dates of the draft.
Yes.
Wonder if Ronda Rousey will be at the Hall of Fame.
No.
No.
I wonder who the next one Ronda Rousey is going to say did something to her. What a line.
It didn't turn out the way she was hoping. Everybody's just roasting her.
Yep. He touched the string on my pants.
Big deal.
And like, one, it's hilarious the vendetta she has on it without her just saying she has a vendetta. Like, just be a person and just admit that you don't like the company based on what happened. You were an entitled little gemstone that came over from MMA, got everything handed to you because you had this big name. You did a lot for the women's division based on notoriety because of your name. You're a household name from MMA. You helped the women main event WrestleMania. Be proud of that. But here's the thing. You suck at the actual job because you were forced to be in a spot that you didn't know how to be at. That's not entirely your fault, but what you didn't do was shut the fuck up and learn how to do it and take your bumps like an adult. You had to bitch and moan about it like a little entitled princess because something was hard for you.
And I really don't want to use this man's name, but Rowdy Roddy Piper must be rolling over in his grave seeing what Rhonda did with the hot rod name.
I don't think so, because she's not a bad person. She just does not belong in the wrestling business. It's just a completely different entity. And
green shirt guy.
He went on the record saying he completely adores her before he passed away. So,
I know he did.
I mean, it's no different from Ric Flair giving the Miz the figure 4. Is that the best perceived person from a fan base that we want to see use that stuff? No, but it's not our call. It's their call. And if they're choosing those people, then so be it. Let's just respect that. And let's just critique respectively without saying dumb stuff. I'm not targeting anyone. I'm just saying as a generality.
So
I just know that followed it. I think no. My personal opinion, I don't think either one of these people wins this match.
What?
I think Damien. If we're talking about the video game, I think McIntyre wins, but I think in the real match, I don't think either one of these people wins.
Really?
He's got Parrish has Priest cashing in during this match to win the title.
It makes no sense for Priest to cash in on Drew if he was to win. There's really no point of him cashing in after the match, because that means Rollins would win, and you have an opportunity to do something with Drew and this WrestleMania moment. And what better way than Priest doing what Rollins did and cash in mid-match? And just when McIntyre thinks he's getting his moment, Priest is the asshat that takes it away from him.
Oh, my God.
He wins. And then you have a little bit of sympathy for McIntyre. Rollins can take some time off and heal because, let's be honest, he needs it. And then maybe you can go with Priest and McIntyre for a bit, and they should have some heat because of the way Judgment Day felt McIntyre wasn't a team player all the way back at War Games.
Yep.
So there is a story there.
See, I have Priest cashing in after the tag match on night 1, and we're getting this as a triple threat.
I think I kind of think CM Punk's going to get involved.
Yes, because CM Punk is on commentary for this match.
I think Damien will cash in after this match that we're watching right now, and in between before the match has started, I feel CM Punk will sneak up behind Damien or Drew McIntyre and maybe give him a GTS. Maybe he's cleared to be able to do that. And Damien then cashes in and just pins him 1, 2, 3. And then that would make Drew and Punk for
when Punk comes back from his injury.
I think he might be I think he's getting close. I mean, he might be healed by Backlash.
No, he tore his triceps. He's out until minimum SummerSlam.
I don't know. I don't know. He made it sound like on this interview that he was like.
I'll say this: I think Charlotte returns before CM Punk.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool with all the wrestlers sitting around the ring.
Yeah. Also, just to let you know, Julia and Rossi Ogawa are at the show backstage for SmackDown and the Hall of Fame.
Yes. Julia was spotted in Philadelphia yesterday doing stuff at WWE World.
That's cool.
I would love to see a CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, it's if Austin comes back for another match, it's just another, as Seth put it, you can't have our time, you walking midlife crisis.
That's awesome. I love that.
What if there is a plan to somehow do something with Waller and Theory that is not the tag team match, the ladder match? Say Pretty Deadly or other tag team takes their spot.
Right.
And given the history with Theory and John Cena, what happens if they do a Grayson Waller effect and it turns into a tag match between those two versus John Cena and Steve Austin? And what we think would be the tease during the Rock and Cody segment is kind of hey, look, yeah, maybe they'll be in WrestleMania, but not in the capacity that you think.
Right.
Because maybe they have other people in place. And I'm not saying all of these people could be there, but Cody Rhodes
Rollins just retained his title, by the way.
Cody Rhodes has been known in his career in some way, shape, or form. And all these three people are possibilities to appear based on their situation that we know of. Because one is in NXT, and that is Shawn Spears. Cody and him tagged in FCW. Yep. Another is one of his real-life best friends, Matt Cardona, and former opponent in AEW, MJF. What if those are the three people that help Cody Rhodes in the bloodline?
I could absolutely see it. I don't think it's likely on MJF, but I would love to see the lights go out and hear, I'm better than you, and you know it.
And remember, AEW does not own the theme that
no, they don't.
MJF, it's a YouTube owned theme. What AEW did was just modified it for them. But that theme can be transferred to WWE if possible. I'm not saying that's what's happening.
Right.
However, if there is a big name that isn't in WWE, I guarantee you there's real attempts to bring MJF.
Oh, yeah.
To the company.
Now, I know we've speculated on Pretty Deadly being added to the match, whether they're there as an add-in, whether they're there to replace Theory and Waller. We've heard the rumors about the Motor City Machine Guns with wherever they may be signing. But I put this one out. What if we get Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan to join that match?
Braun Strowman, from what I hear, is not close.
Really?
Supposedly there was, and this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't think really a lot of people know if it's true, but I heard there was a setback.
Okay.
I think he is trying to do appearances to help out. I think he is visibly physical to go and do stuff. I don't know if he's physically cleared to do anything.
Right.
But another team that I think would be killer in the opportunity, and I think Triple H would totally do this, and that is the Creed brothers, because Triple H wants to build who he has. And that is why in the Royal Rumble matches, there wasn't a lot of nostalgic acts, because he's in the roster that he has. And he wants to see them get better and get used.
Right. Or could we see, depending on the results of their tag team title match Saturday afternoon, could we see Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin?
I don't think we see people from NXT. I don't think we see Braun Breaker, and I don't think we see Carmelo Hayes. I think we're going to see them finish up in NXT and get their swan song in NXT and stand and deliver. And then after this weekend, we'll see them completely jump ship
Right.
in a permanent way. And I think that's the right thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's get on with the next match here, which is Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. This is the last match of the evening.
And it's a normal match. It's not Extreme Rules because night one
Yes.
on the simulation, Cody and Seth won.
All right, let's see how clean it stays then. But we think that it's going to be in the real world, bloodline rules. Hence why everyone's going to come out to help Cody.
Yep.
In the earlier episode of the Chris Parrish podcast that dropped earlier today that I had with Pluggo, where we predicted or put our predictions for WrestleMania.
Right.
What's the point of teasing a bloodline rules if you're not going to do it?
Exactly.
And I think if by chance Roman Reigns is to lose his title, wouldn't you want this to be the most overbooked match?
Well,
Like,
fuck yeah.
It just has to be, because even if it's overbooked, we all assume, oh, this is typical Roman Reigns.
Right.
But isn't that the most poetic way for him to lose as well?
Yep. Absolutely.
Because it's
100%.
And it's WrestleMania. Let the overbook happen.
Yeah.
Like 100%. If I had the run that this dude had, yeah, I want to lose at WrestleMania. I want everything in my favor to win, but yet somehow it goes completely sideways and I lose it.
And the only way we're actually thinking there's any possibility of Roman winning this is because he won last year. It has nothing. I don't think it has anything to do with the Hogan record. I think that's just a narrative people are using because they're like, well, it's there. But let's be honest.
So true.
Does WWE give a crap about the third longest reign, or would they make more of an emphasis on number one?
Number one.
Because they're not actively trying to get Hulk Hogan out of WWE. So why would they push this narrative of trying to erase him? It just makes no sense to me.
I would laugh if during, like, before the Seth and Drew McIntyre match starts, Drew gets a mic and says, I know I wanted Punk out here on commentary or to watch this, but I don't trust. I feel like he's going to get involved, so I brought me a little bit of a insurance policy to keep him in line, and all of a sudden you hear, feed me more.
Oh,
Never.
God, no.
Never.
No.
How do we kick Terry off with that?
It's not hard. I can get rid of him right now. Like, here, we'll just do this.
No, he will not come back, thank God, unless everybody that used to be under Vince's regime is gone. And we won't see it.
The only thing I'm surprised about is that they haven't made the self-destruction of Ryback DVD yet.
Right? Like, my God.
Because if they're going to do that to the Warrior,
yep.
I mean, Ryback has to be the next one to do that to, right?
Oh, 100%. Again, no matter how this match ends, it's going to be a hell of a match.
OMD, I'm just letting you know that it's almost a foregone conclusion that Odell Beckham Jr. signs with the Miami Dolphins.
Yes, I've seen that. Tyreek posted a photo of them together today.
Yeah.
And
He also
I
wants
really
Michael Thomas, so enjoy mediocrity with him.
Wow.
we don't need Michael Thomas.
Twitter doesn't even need him. Hell, a preschool doesn't need him.
Hey,
They're
he's
too
wearing
mature
an
for his-
ECW hat. That's cool.
Who is? Oh, you're watching the. Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Yep.
Right now. Kind of. Oh. Because I know if I would have turned it on, my focus wouldn't be on this. It'd be on that. Oh, Roman Reigns wins.
Wow.
What the hell?
Well, I mean,
Story
it is at
with-
WrestleMania 39, right? So, I mean, that just makes sense.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Holy damn, did not see that coming, personally. Okay. And there's nothing after this, right, Terry? Okay, let's turn that off. Let's go to... Where is it? Where is it? Why can't I find this?
That's what she said.
Just
Hey,
never.
relax.
Let's go here. Come on, there we go.
That's a
All right,
dope
ladies,
mask
gentlemen,
by
boys and
Ray, by the
ghouls.
way.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Everybody can turn their cameras
Popcorn.
on now.
We're back. We are back. Now you can see all of our glorious moneymakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, children of all ages, let's get ready to rumble in the jungle. Okay, hold on. I gotta switch some shite around. I don't know
Let's
whose
rumble in the
TV's up
bumble.
super loud, but damn.
That's me.
Turn that shit.
Way to go,
Damn.
Christopher.
Good job.
Yeah.
Always got to come in here, ruin shit.
Hey, you added me, Bubba. I didn't do
I
nothing.
didn't add nobody.
I did. Instigator 101.
Okay, so is that what we figure was going to happen? Obviously not. That's all good. We don't care. Why is this not showing
No.
the thing?
No, I'm going to tell you why Cody Rhodes will win and Roman will. It is because we all know that if Cody is to lose 2 years in a row, he is no longer going to be considered a championship threat in the minds of the fans. And you do
No.
not mess. Cody Rhodes is the best babyface WWE has in the main event scene, probably since John Cena.
Yeah.
And it's time to do stuff with him. There are fresh matchups with him. He is the perfect guy to help elevate a guy like Gunther to the main event scene. He's the perfect guy to help elevate mid-card heels because he makes it believable. This allows Roman to take some time off and now build to a potential Rock and Roman match, which should be the next step for Roman after this.
Yeah.
Roman
Yeah,
in
'cause-
that category of I don't need to do this all the time now for
Yeah.
everyone to care about what I do. He's in the Brock Lesnar status. He's in
Yep.
he's
All the
really in
part-timer, Undertaker.
yeah, and Roman Reigns is not a part-timer. That's a misconception. He just is protected like one and used like one because of how special and what he's what he
What he's
is
accomplishing.
and what he does. Like, people need to realize the 3 most successful years this company's ever had, Roman Reigns was your champion for those years.
Yep.
And we all know, based on the 80s, based on the 90s, even on the 70s, a company was always looked at as if you do well, it's because of your champion. Your
Yeah.
champion is highly responsible for that. And it still goes because regardless of what you want to say, regardless of how much you want to boo Roman Reigns, who was always in the top 3 merch sales? Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
What does it-
I dislike the guy,
yeah.
but if he was coming to my hometown or close enough that I could get to, I'm buying a ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
And you go on WWE Shop and you look at Roman Reigns merch, most of the time it's sold out.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is slowly changing everyone's perception of him. And I say everyone because what we are a select minority of wrestling fans. We are considered the hardcores of wrestling fans. That is a minority and just a portion of overall WWE fans.
Yeah.
But when you look at his entire career and how he was a tweener in the sense of he was booed as much as he was cheered. He was cheered always in the Shield because people loved the Shield.
Yep.
He was booed when he was Roman Reigns was a one-man Shield when he wasn't in the Shield because he used the same music. He had the same look. He was the only one who didn't evolve after the Shield until he sided with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
And when he did, he made monumental changes. Even though he was the selected guy from the brass, look at where he is now. And people wanted to question that. People questioned when they picked John Cena to be their guy. People questioned when they picked all these guys that the fans didn't get to pick, and they booed them, even when they're pushed down your throat. But guess what? They're the best thing for the business because the company sees things fans do not. And that is the important thing. That is the behind-the-scenes stuff that makes or breaks a talent that the fans speculate all the time, but they don't get all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah. Compares what you just said could be said. The same thing could be said for Hulk Hogan because in the 80s, a lot of the hardcores booed the shit out of him.
Yep.
But it was the casuals that were coming back to watch him.
Yep.
I mean, look at what Triple H did on the Pat McAfee show today, talking about people wanting a lighter schedule and all this stuff. He's like, if you're at an early point in your career and you don't want to do the grind, guess what? I'm happy you're not here because you're not somebody that I want. He respects people that go all in all the way. And you know what? It's about 100%. Damn time that the standard of work ethic in WWE is out in public about that. And this is just showing you how much WWE and everything around WWE has changed. And Triple H and Nick Khan are 100% responsible for it. And that's exactly why I name it the Evolution Era, because everything we know about business has grown to something else.
Yes. And have you noticed, though, that Cody went out and has trademarked Renaissance Era?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that could be the name of his title reign, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Or maybe his group.
Ooh.
Because if that's the name of the overall thing, don't you think WWE would have trademarked that instead?
They are inducting Paul Heyman first.
Yep.
That's not what I would have done.
No.
You know what? I like this. You know why? Because
then you don't have to watch the rest of it.
No. I guarantee you that Mr. Rotunda is last, and there is a giant teaser for Bo Dallas.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You don't think the WWE crowd is going to overtake this thing when a Rotunda is getting inducted?
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to go crazy.
We're going to see Fireflies for sure.
AJ Styles is sitting between Jey Uso
Bubba Ray
and Waller. Weird. Also, AJ Styles will be debuting new music.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
And Bailey will be using Paramore.
Yeah, and
Nice.
both Motionless in White will be playing Rhea Ripley to the ring.
Yes.
There is a special entrance set for Logan Paul, and there is a new version of Kingdom by Downstate.
Yes, and Downstate have even teased a potential live performance for Cody.
Well, they should. They also do songs for what? Seth Rollins, The Miz.
Yep.
I mean,
They do a
the
song
Chris Parrish
for
podcast,
Chris Parrish.
which I'll be debuting tomorrow. By the way, yeah, that actually was not a setup thing, but yeah, it works. Also, do you guys see just how much more comfortable Roman Reigns is when he talks?
It's way different, yeah.
It's night and day to the Suffering Succotash days. And yes, we say that as a joke because it was stupid and funny, but that's also the highlight of how bad it could get for him at that point. I mean,
Ooh, I don't have
now
the WWE
we
network.
talk about his comedy. We talk about like kind of the way he controls a crowd by it's like missionary position every single time. Those two lines right there show you how different of a speaker he is.
His best promo was still "This is my yard." That's all he had to say for that promo, and it was fantastic.
That's not a promo. That's more of a segment now. I think
It was more of a
honest-
statement, though.
I think his best promo, honestly, was the first one after WrestleMania 39. Because how do you not hate him even more after that match?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this sucks. All right, I can't find it, so I'll have to look at that later. So that was our WrestleMania preview kind of thing that we did here with Terry running the helm. Let us know what you think. Should we do it for another pay-per-view? What do you guys here think? Should we do this again?
I'd love to do it again.
Get Terry to simulate it and we'll watch and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Nice.
As he's
All
looking
right.
at his chops right now.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
I
from
don't
all
think
of
he's
us
even
here,
listening.
from all of us here at the Boar's Nest, to those of you out there wherever you are, and in the immortal words of Carl Carafel, the world is a scary place. Take care of each other. We out.